Hey, how's that treating you guys? It is none other than the Romantic Love Angel. It is the second episode of the Roll Show. And, you have to forgive me if I'm seeming less upbeat than usual. But, I've just had a kind of a so-so day today. Started off halfway decent, but then, had a conversation with somebody I knew that just went totally wrong, and it's kind of been screwing with me all evening. So, but at any rate, I guess, I guess, I guess I kind of ought to make some sort of an attempt to use that to my advantage and see how well it goes. So, you know, I don't know. My luck when it comes to certain things, in this case, relationships, is kind of going up in smoke. After having gone a year without having anybody special to, share my life with. It's difficult at best, and I guarantee you that's a major understatement. And it's making people around me ask, like, what exactly is my malfunction? Because it's this point it's kind of obvious I've got one. I just can't seem to figure out what it is. And you know, hopefully, hopefully, me and my issue will at least relate to somebody else out there, and hopefully someone that's going through something similar or has gone through something similar can, kind of help me out of my help, you know, drag me out of the hole that has been dug for me. And so, yeah, you'll have to forgive me. I'm at a loss for words, and that's a pretty rare occurrence. But and more likely than not, you would not see me being this speechless, this at a loss. But you know, it would be nice for me to come on here and you know always have something cheerful and always have something positive. But one thing that you gotta be able to do, you've gotta be able to balance being a optimist and being a realist. And usually the mistake that most people make is, or should I say the common misconception in this case is, that people tend to be too so much of a realist that they get mislabeled as being a pessimist. And you know it's sad that that happens to be a common thing. And I should know, I've had it happen to me. you know People have mislabeled me as a total pessimist when I just know how to balance my optimism to a certain extent. And there's nothing wrong with that. Don't let anybody tell you that there's something wrong with being a realist. No. As a matter of fact, it's when you're not being a realist is where the actual problem comes in. And, as most people know, being a realist is, you know, somewhat unpopular in today's society, but I'm at the point is like I could care less. You know what I'm saying? And so I guess at this point I probably should at least take some sort of a risk and probably put out there what I'm actually looking for now that it's official that I'm as single as I'll get out. See, the type of woman that I seriously need someone that will actually stand by me and stick with me even through the toughest of situations. And I've got a pretty bad one, for lack of a better word, because you know I've got I've got certification in a career field, and I have not been able to get any type of job in that career field since I got the certification. And I've been unemployed for the better part of the last year, which is already a bad start, which kind of leads to what else I don't have, which is a way to get around on my own and a place I can call my own. So, yeah, it's pretty jacked up, but if I could find someone that will actually manage to stick with me, you know, and actually kind of, be my main support system as I manage to get back on my own 2 feet, you have no idea how much that would mean to a brother. And, perhaps I should throw this quote out there just to eliminate any confusion, because as far as I'm concerned, if you can't handle me at my lowest point, then you definitely don't need to be anywhere around me once I reach my highest point. That will come across as cold to certain people, but that's part of me being a realist. And I'm gonna do my best to be as real as possible. You know, one of my favorite sayings, sugar cones for suckers. And since I'm not one, I'm gonna do my best not to sugarcoat anything for anybody. Because when you do stuff like that, you're not helping anybody. Sugarcoating the situation never helps anybody, and it certainly never helps yourself. In fact, it does more damage than anything. So I'm sure there's probably some people that can relate to that. So yeah, hopefully the rest of my episodes won't be nearly as short, but they are definitely going to be just as blunt, if not even more so. And hopefully you guys can handle it and are up for it. So until the next time, one love. Peace out.